Netflix has not yet confirmed the existence of One Piece Season 2, but given the popularity of the previous season, Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates will undoubtedly make a comeback. As the most-watched show in 84 countries on its opening weekend, the first season ultimately broke a record previously held by the first seasons of Stranger Things and Wednesday. That undoubtedly indicates that the Straw Hat crew will remain, which is fortunate considering that the first season hinted to a conflict with Captain Smoker in a later season. Here is all the information in this video you need to know about One Piece Season 2 while we wait to learn whether Netflix will renew the series. One Piece Season 2, potential release date. When can we expect One Piece Season 2? We'll have to wait a bit before seeing Luffy again because One Piece hasn't been renewed for a second season, as was already revealed. We don't blame One Piece's producers for not taking things for granted because Netflix hasn't had the best track record in recent years when it comes to live-action adaptations of anime shows. The co-showrunners of One Piece, Stephen Mita and Matt Owens, stated in an interview with Variety that they would definitely taking one step at a time, noting that the years of One Piece material Oda-san had provided them with led to so many possibilities and endless permutations. The ongoing WGA and Saga FTRA strikes might stymie the show even if it is granted the go-ahead. Nevertheless, it is still early in the process, the kind of early stages where audience reaction might significantly alter the outcome. If those streaming views seem good, Netflix might be convinced to give us more. Who will return for the upcoming second season of One Piece? There are no confirmed cast members for One Piece Season 2 as the series has not yet been renewed. But we are convinced that the Straw Hat Pirates will return, so the following characters will return. Aniki Godoy as Monkey D. Luffy, Emily Rudd as Nami, Makinu as Roronoa as Zoro, Jacob Romero as Usopp, Taz Skylar as Sanji. Luffy and his crew have amassed a sizable number of opponents as a result of their first season's escapades, but who would the king of the pirates be without a few foes? Even while they may have overcome their adversaries, there is no guarantee that they won't return in Season 2 with a desire for vengeance. As a result, we could see the Straw Hats competing against groups like Captain Alvida, Buggy the Clown, Clyhador, Kuro, Arlong. But we do know he lived. Arlong's potential comeback is a little trickier because in the manga he leaves after being defeated by Luffy. But the program might decide to change things up. McKinley gave a seductive performance, just the sort of bad guy we want to see more of. Naturally, the Marines will continue to be a pain in Luffy's side, including Vice Admiral Garp, who is actually Vincent Regan's grandfather, along with Kobe, played by Morgan Davies, and Helmeppo, played by Aidan Scott. He will need to return. Given that Luffy's gang is expected to expand, it's probable that a whole new cast of friends and enemies will join it. One Piece Season 2 episodes. How many episodes in One Piece Season 2? We're making assumptions for the time being because One Piece Season 2 hasn't been confirmed, but we would anticipate it to have at least 8 episodes like the first season did. The anime show's first season, which included a huge 61 episodes, was hardly even touched. After the first season's popularity, it's possible that Netflix will make up for it by bringing the second season's total to an even 10 because there is undoubtedly enough material. One Piece Season 2 plot. What will happen in One Piece Season 2? We'd hazard a bet that they were headed straight towards the Grand Line. The One Piece anime collection has over 1,000 episodes under its belt and is brimming with plots for the live action to use. Tony Chopper, Nico Robin, Frankie, Brooke, Jin, and Nefertari Vivi were all added to Luffy's crew over the course of the animation, which may indicate that additional characters will join the journey in Season 2. The second time around, though, past adversaries are certain to exert considerably more of a presence. With a huge 30 million berry bounty on his head, Luffy made the most wanted posters in the Season 1 finale. Naturally, Buggy made a terrible threat against Luffy out of envious rage, which aroused the curiosity of Captain Avida who was nearby. Although we don't think of these two as the collaborative kinds, it's possible that a team-up is in the works. However, who knows? It's likely that Smoker, a newbie, will be the focus of the biggest Season 2 opening plot. Even though we only saw the back of him in the Season 1 cliffhanger, we can very certainly identify him as the person who used his cigar to burn a hole through Luffy's most wanted poster. We base our conclusions on the fact that he had 2 cigars in one hand and had white hair. Luffy will run into issues if this is the case because the Marine Vice Admiral has made it his mission to take Luffy hostage. And we wish you luck in that. One Piece Season 2 trailer. Any One Piece Season 2 footage yet? One Piece Season 2 needs to be confirmed before we can even consider creating a trailer, but we'll let you know as soon as we learn anything. However, if you simply require more One Piece content, we have the ideal solution for you. Where can I watch the One Piece anime? You are undoubtedly as eager for more One Piece live action as Luffy is at a buffet. You might be thinking if it's time to start paying attention to the anime, but Season 2 is a long way off. Its 1,000+ collection would undoubtedly occupy the time while the show was off the air. All of the anime's episodes are currently accessible to watch on Crunchyroll if you decide to give it a try. Google TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Android TV are just a few examples of devices that allow access to the streaming service. You can watch a limited selection of shows on Crunchyroll, including One Piece, for free with a basic membership. Two premium tiers are also offered. The fan tier enables you to watch new series without advertisements just an hour after they air in Japan, while the mega fan tier enables you to download shows to watch offline. Both premium tiers provide a 14-day free trial, and users can save 16% by purchasing a Crunchyroll subscription in advance for £59.99 for a full year. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.